My husband of 8 years told me he wanted a hall pass for his birthday. When I said no, I discovered he'd already booked a room with my best friend. Now they're both begging for forgiveness after she got pregnant, but the baby isn't even his. My whole world came crashing down 3 weeks ago when I discovered that my husband Jason, the man I've loved and trusted for the past 8 years, betrayed me in the most devastating way possible. I still can't believe I'm writing this, but I need to get it off my chest because I feel like I'm drowning in my own thoughts. Jason and I met in college. We were the couple everyone envied, best friends who fell in love, built a life together, and genuinely enjoyed each other's company. We got married right after graduation and have spent the last 8 years building what I thought was a rock-solid marriage. We bought our dream home 2 years ago, have good careers, and we're planning to start trying for a baby this year. At least, that's what I thought. For context, my best friend Melissa has been in my life since high school. She was my maid of honor at our wedding, has been there for every birthday, every celebration, every heartbreak. She's practically family. In fact, she spends so much time at our house that Jason often jokes that we have a permanent house guest. I never once thought I had anything to worry about with them. The betrayal started with something that seemed so innocent. Jason's 30th birthday was coming up, and he started dropping hints about wanting to do something different this year. I assumed he meant a big party or maybe a weekend trip. I was even planning a surprise gathering with all his friends. Then, last Friday, we were having dinner when he casually mentioned the concept of a hall pass, that ridiculous idea where you get permission to sleep with someone else just once. I laughed it off at first, thinking he was joking, but his expression remained serious. "I've been thinking about it a lot, Emma," he said. "It's my 30th birthday, and I feel like I'm getting older without having experienced certain things. It would just be this one time." I was stunned into silence. Was this really happening? Was my husband of 8 years actually asking for permission to cheat on me? When I asked who he even had in mind, he looked down at his plate and mumbled that it didn't matter, it was just a hypothetical situation. "It's not hypothetical if you're bringing it up like this," I told him. "Who is it, Jason?" He refused to answer, which only made me more suspicious. That night, he slept on the couch, and I spent hours staring at the ceiling, wondering what was happening to my marriage. The next morning, while Jason was in the shower, something compelled me to check his phone. We've always had an open phone policy, nothing to hide, right? As I scrolled through his messages, my heart stopped. There were dozens of texts between him and Melissa, my best friend, spanning back over 2 months. The messages started innocently enough, just friendly banter. But they quickly evolved into something more intimate. They talked about me, about our marriage, about how they both felt guilty but couldn't deny their connection. The most recent message was from Jason, sent just yesterday. "She said no to the hall pass idea. I'll have to think of another way. But the hotel room is still booked for Friday." My hands were shaking so badly I nearly dropped the phone. They had already booked a hotel room. My husband and my best friend were planning to sleep together.